Gary.
Yes,
Fucking Gary.
Having assigned all of our names, we have selected what our final room will be, our third room. So we will have, of course, the living room. We will have, of course, the kitchen. And we will also have the cardboard rocket ship / fort.
Well, all right.
Who said that? Was that Sandra?
It was Sandra, I do believe.
Yes.
Sandra, we love you.
Love you, Sandra.
So now in the comments, go ahead and start just giving us a suggestion of anything at all to use as inspiration while we continue to explain the form. Aaron?
I was going to do some advertising, if you don't mind, Steven.
Oh, that's also fine.
If you enjoyed this show, please consider donating at paypal.me/Pronoia Theater or Venmo at Pronoia. It really helps us continue to create weird things like this. Also, next week, we would usually be doing a live version of our independent theater podcast, but next week we're going to be celebrating the 7th anniversary of Magical Lying Hour, which is a very fun form that we do here in Houston. It's how Peter, I believe that's what Peter saw us do when we met Peter. And it's a fun show with actors and improvisers. We're doing something fun for the 7th anniversary. I think you're going to like it if you come back here next Thursday at 8.
Also, enjoy a delicious Werner's ginger ale.
Oh.
So because it's been asked, the next question or the next suggestion is literally just anything at all. Something for inspiration. A jumping off point before we go into our first scene. I am still very curious to see how the stream handles this. Oh, we have an audience now. Do we want to open them up to our subconscious, Aaron?
Yes, of course we want to open them up to our subconscious.
Wonderful. So while you are populating either YouTube or Facebook with suggestions, I will explain your one final role so far in the show. If you are watching on Facebook throughout the show, you are welcome to enter information, maybe do @Steven so that I'm sure that you're talking to me. But you will have the option to influence my behavior by acting as my collective subconscious. If you are watching the YouTube stream, you will be able to do the same, but for Aaron Garrett. Each show following the other person.
Absolutely.
That's the long and short of that, I suppose.
The rest of us have no internal lives.
Nope.
Yes, indeed.
We only exist for them.
So what I think we have our suggestion. I'm going to go with group therapy is the one that pops out to me. Classic. So yeah, that'll be our suggestion. That's our jumping off point. Is there anything else we need to do or cover before everybody take a drink of water or something if you don't want to take one in character? Before we go live into the show.
Nope.
Sounds
Everyone
like
enjoy.
All right, and now Pronoia presents the Wallflower.
I don't want to be the one that talks first. I don't want to talk first. Someone else talk first. You talk. Someone else.
I'm just so excited to meet everybody. I've been really looking forward to group therapy.
She has. She's been talking about it all week.
Yeah, I've been talking about all week. I've just been talking off Lilac's ears about it.
Yeah.
I don't know that we're supposed to be doing those sorts of admissions this early in the process. No, I think you're right. I don't think it did, but we're still live on YouTube, Stephen. So,
well, that's very strange and good. Who's Stephen?
Yeah, Shrub, keep
who is
those
this
kind of
Stephen
things to
you're talking
yourself.
to? Is that why you're in therapy?
We have to talk about your imaginary friend, Stephen.
Oh, I have an imaginary friend too.
Yeah?
Okay.
I love when Lilac talks about her imaginary friend. Her imaginary friend is so cute.
Yeah.
You guys are earning when technical mishaps happen, I find it's easy to learn from my mistakes by telling people that I did it, not that it was the responsibility of someone imaginary.
Right. Well, you guys are having a lot of fun opening up, and that's really sweet. But obviously you are newer to therapy and don't really understand how bullshit it is.
Holly, like, we know that you're good at therapy. Like, we know that you've done the most therapy.
Yes, we've seen your plaques, your placards and your plaques that you keep in your therapy room.
I made them myself.
I'm not necessarily sure that spending a long time in therapy and still being in therapy and still needing therapy can be defined as good at therapy.
Gwen, then we have different definitions of accomplishment.
I suppose we do.
But I'm curious as to what you've accomplished.
I'm getting a call from Mission Control. I'll be right back.
Mission Control? Is he an astronaut? I didn't know there were astronauts in the group.
Gosh. Yeah, wow. This is like crazy.
I mean, I just work at a Barnes and Noble. I didn't know I would have to talk to an astronaut today. How cool.
Astronauts come in all shapes and sizes.
Holly, why don't you come with me into the kitchen and we're going to discuss some achievements, okay?
What, you need to be away from witnesses? Is that your problem?
Okay.
See, I don't have to follow.
No, you don't. You don't, but I think he's going to feel pretty lonely if you don't.
Fine. Okay.
Wow, this is
what do they call it? Empathy?
Really short.
Hey, you got this. Thanks. You're welcome.
The group has certainly gotten smaller.
I know. I mean, Rose and I talk all the time.
Yeah. I don't like the idea of y'all getting group therapy outside of a group.
We're just a mini group.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly love your
session.
Yeah.
What did you say, Gary?
I was just saying I love y'all's friendship. Can I say that? Like, are you allowed to be fans of somebody else's like friendship?
Of course, Gary.
Yeah.
Okay, because I am. Every week I'm like, those two are the kind of friends I want to be, right?
That is so sweet.
Even when you guys weren't talking to each other, there was like, you could tell that there was like a connection. Like you were pained in your obstinate.
That was a rough week. I had to make her lunches without like asking her what she wanted.
It was so hard because I ended up getting the morning shift at Barnes and Noble, and so we weren't able to like talk. She would just have to leave lunch out, and we made a promise to each other a long time ago that we weren't going to be one of those friends who like just text all the time, you know? So we never.
Those can be misconstrued.
Yeah, and then fights happen.
Yeah.
Me and Lilac have not fought since we were 11 years old.
Well, that's very impressive.
Yeah. And we don't even remember what that was about.
No.
Oh, Shrub just left. Okay.
Yeah.
I think Shrub was being sarcastic when he said that.
He wasn't even looking at us.
I know. So rude.
I feel like he just needs the biggest hug, is what I think.
Like from 40 people.
Yes. He needs a 40 people hug.
Oh my gosh, that would be so great. Can you imagine how like loved you would feel after a 40-person hug?
That would be so wonderful.
Honestly, I can't.
You know.
Can't imagine that. That's so much.
Lilac, I'm going to go be brave and talk to some of our new friends.
Do it.
I'm going to go find them. I'm going to go find them. I'm so excited.
Oh my God.
I'm so excited.
You gotta tell me all about it when you're done. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Lilac.
You didn't come into the store last week.
I was sick.
Oh, my heart's breaking for you.
It wasn't that bad, but like it was the kind of thing where like I thought I might be rude to people because I wasn't feeling good. So I just.
Oh, that is so nice. You thought of other people when you were not feeling good.
Well, yeah, because I want them to like me.
I like you, Gary.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're a good person.
Can I tell you what I've been struggling with recently?
Yeah, we're in therapy.
Okay, I don't know. Because now it's you and I, so.
Well, now this is like conversation therapy.
Yeah. So I no longer doubt that I'm a good person. right? I have accepted that I'm a good person. But what I worry about is being a good person enough?
That's like age-old philosophy kind of stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're like getting metathorical.
Sorry, give me just a moment.
Why'd you spit out your pill, Gary?
It was bitter.
Oh.
The rocket ship isn't functioning.
That's it. It's a ploy. All of it is a ploy. Shrub. Don't you know everything's a ploy?
I don't think that most things are ploys. I think in general people are. I think in general most people are forthright and honest. You know, like
Sure.
Rose and Lilac. They have a very honest relationship. I bet they don't keep any secrets from each other. I bet if Rose kept a secret from Lilac, it would eat her up inside until she exploded it outwards with a bunch of pollen.
Absolutely. I would explode, and I would probably do something bad to myself and others.
Well, okay, let's not do that. That's all very dramatic. But Shrub, point being, everything is a ploy. People are not honest. You are all
Say, hypothetically, someone didn't know what the word ploy meant. What would you tell them?
I would say change the last letter to a T and make it plot.
Oh, okay. That would help someone hypothetically.
I would define it as a ploy would be sort of a ruse or a means of getting to an end that is indirect.
Thank you, Dictionary Gwen.
Well, you know,
Thank you, Gwen.
Holly, why are you in therapy if you're doing this?
Oh, why am I in therapy?
Why are you in therapy? I just feel like you're attacking folks.
Oh, I don't know. You're asking the person who is number one at therapy. And yeah, just because I had to make my own plaques from broken toothbrushes at other hospitals I was in does not mean that they're not valid.
You made plaques out of broken toothbrushes?
That's so creative.
Well, yeah, certainly. But like, did you melt them down or?
I don't need to tell you.
No, you don't need to tell me. I'm so
I don't
sorry.
need to justify how I made my creations.
That is totally true. Although if you made a YouTube video about it, I would watch that like 20 times.
Yeah, I could, but my doctor doesn't give me access to YouTube.
Okay.
So, yeah. Says it's not good for me.
I don't feel comfortable here, everybody. So I'm just gonna gonna go play in the imagination fort. Okay.
There's an imagination fort.
How do you make it fly again?
Just with the power of, okay, Fitz, I wanted to say without Gwen, although Gwen, I think...
No, I'll leave.
No, Gwen, please stay. Please stay.
No.
No, Gwen, please stay. Gwen, please stay. Fitz, I don't know that we're getting anywhere with this today.
No, the ship's dead. We're not going to be able to get anywhere.
I think that we all look to you as kind of a leader.
I can't get mission control on. I can't raise mission control anymore. I think that.
Oh my God.
Lilac agreed to be eaten first. So I don't know if we need to draw straws.
Fitz, why don't we try to imagine something nicer instead of like an apocalyptic cannibal?
I'm just planning for the future. Once we are stuck in this spacecraft for so long, the power is going to die. We're going to run out of food. We might as well find out who to eat first.
Okay, Gwen, why don't we in this fort imagine a utopia? How would you build a utopia, Gwen?
From the bones of our friends.
You know what, Fitz? I was asked the question, so put a dirty sweat sock in it.
It's Fitzroy.
I feel like we're all getting very angry at one another, and that's not...
Well, I was interrupted. I don't even have access to my own imaginary future.
We're
What
all
sort of
gonna,
horse shit is that?
we're all going to die up here.
Our all's going to die, but until we're dead, we get to live, Fitzroy. And we get to live and enjoy ourselves with, I don't know, maybe the company of other people who we enjoy, and cheese.
Okay.
And, maybe some pillows, some crackers.
This imagination's getting to me a little bit too much. So why don't y'all work things out? I'm gonna just go take a breather back in the cool down room. Okay.
So sad.
Yeah, sorry, I'm being a downer.
No, it's okay. Sometimes you gotta
No,
be
it's-
down. Hi, Shrub.
Hey, Shrub.
Hey guys. It's anarchy out there.
I know. We heard. We might die.
Okay, but that's just how Fitzroy is imagining things, and I'm trying to get us to imagine something better.
Lilac, did you know that this session costs $250 an hour? And we've
Yes.
been here for 3 hours already?
Yes.
That's $750, Lilac,
Each.
each person.
Yeah.
I thought you knew that, Rose.
No. This session's gonna be over $1,000 by the time we're done. I don't
Have
have
you-
that money. I work at
Rose-
Barnes and Noble.
Have you not been paying for the previous sessions?
I've been getting the emails, but the numbers were so big. I thought that can't be for me.
No. Oh, no.
Oh my God, I'm gonna owe so much money.
No, you're not going to owe so much money, Rose. You've been coming for weeks. You already owe so much money.
I owe so much money. I owe thousands upon thousands of. Lilac, how are you paying for this?
I don't know that this again. Why don't we imagine a better place where Rose doesn't owe a whole lot of money and we can focus on other things?
That's an option.
I owe thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm not going to be able to pay for my dental corrective
Do we
surgery.
even know who's leading these sessions? Who do we owe the money to?
They're
They
just group
left.
sessions.
We're just paying them $250 for us to hang out?
Yes.
We were paying for the rental of the space.
Yeah.
It's a really crappy apartment.
Not a nice apartment.
It doesn't even
I-
have a bathroom.
Look who's not imagining a better place now.
I think that I was also misled about what's going on. Who's leading this session?
Lilac, I feel the
We
bad
are.
person coming out. I feel the bad person coming out again.
Oh, Rose, just let him out for 10 minutes and then put him back in.
Okay, I'm going to go let him out.
Okay.
Rose.
Yeah, Shrub.
I'm gonna.
Can you imagine an inheritance? Can you imagine like an aunt that maybe you don't like very much has died and left you a whole bunch of money that you can use to pay for this session?
I'm going to go kill my aunt.
No, you don't. It's an
I'm going to
imagination
go kill
thing.
my aunt.
Oh God.
Shrub, that wasn't very helpful.
I tried. I don't know what's
mean-
happening.
If you guys had just given me a second, I would have told you that I applied for some grants.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that really only helps you and Rose, though.
Well, it'll be enough to cover everybody.
Okay, when do we hear whether those grants came in?
Well, I'm waiting on a text.
They're gonna tell you whether you got the grant via a text?
Yeah.
I don't know that this is a reputable grant.
Well, I mean, that's how I got my appointment to get my flu shot and how I get my primary care doctor. She texts me when I'm supposed to come in to get my cholesterol checked.
But at your job, do they send you a
2021?
text to say that a check has been put into your bank?
It's 2021, Shrub. Everything is by text.
Mhm.
I don't have a phone.
Oh. You should get one.
Yeah, they're handy.
They cause me a lot of anxiety.
I have a second phone. Do you want it?
No, they cause me a lot of anxiety.
Oh, I have an iPad that you could use as a phone, and then it's not really a phone.
It's bigger though, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
that
like a
feels like
book.
it's good. Right, that feels like it's
Like,
going to be a bigger
I got it
way
in my
to-
bag.
Okay, I don't know. I think I might just oh no, I need to step out of this room really quick.
No, stay and face your fear of technology.
Or you could.
That was unexpected.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Gwen, I feel like we've been doing this for weeks, but you and I still don't know each other all that much.
Well, you know, my name is Gwen. People don't understand that I'm much happier when I'm single. Where are you going?
Oh, I was just trying to think of a game that we might could play together to like break some ice.
Sure.
But I just realized that I'm not in my apartment, so I probably need to like look around this living room that we're in.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, hold on.
Sure.
Nothing is interesting so far.
Just keep looking.
Okay, so I got Strunk and White's Elements of Style, and I thought maybe I could flip to a page.
Okay, great.
And then we'll just say how that element of style applies to our life?
Absolutely.
Okay. So they're saying misused words and expressions.
Mm-hmm.
So...
But he goes into flammable and inflammable. He loses me. Go ahead.
Do you want me to check on that? See if it's in it?
No. Right where you were. Where the random. I want to go with the random.
So, avoid in writing the use of so as an intensifier. So good, so warm, so delightful. I think I'm guilty of that in speech as well as in writing.
Who isn't? I mean,
Strunk and White.
Some parts of Strunk and White are useful as guidelines, but there is no single way to speak a language as fluid as English or to write it either. It's all dependent on usage.
And that's what life is, isn't it?
More or less.
There's no way to fluid.
Be so rigid about your coping skills deprives you of means of adaptation.
Gwen, I feel like we need to go and spread this gospel to the rest of the people.
Where are the rest of the people?
Oh, they're in places. Some of them are in the kitchen. Some of them
are in the rocket ship.
Yeah, which one do you want to go to? Which one should I go to?
I just came from the rocket ship. I'm taking the kitchen.
All right, I'll see you later.
Bye.
If I'm not in someone else's.
Hey, guys, we figured it out. We found a code, and by a code, I mean Gwen's pretty smart. In Strunk and White, we discovered that if we randomly go to a Strunk and White page, it'll help us come to a realization about our current psychological state. Okay? So what Gwen and I learned is that life is too complicated to live fluidly. And so you need to let go of dogmatic rules.
Wow, that's very...
Wouldn't that be if life was too complicated to live rigidly?
Well, no, because you're bound to break yourself against that wheel. Just give me a number, or should I flip through it and just pick something?
Shrub, what exactly are you spending your time trying to figure out here?
I'm trying to help all of us because we're all in group therapy and in this cardboard fort for a reason. And I feel like that reason is that we're not happy with life the way it is.
Or because everything's a lie and it's all ployed out by the man.
Okay, I don't think that's it. If you were to ask me, I don't think that's it. Like, I think that's
this has to do with like your struggles with secure attachment.
What are you asking
like
me?
Your fear of intimacy, and all like both that you won't ever get it, and that if you did get it, you'd feel suffocated. Shrub.
Oh, I wasn't listening because I thought you were talking to the other person, and I was kind of waiting to try and get my thing in. But yeah, that sounds good. Okay, so here's a lesson. Keep related words together. The position of the words in a sentence is the principal means of showing their relationship. And I feel like that means, family. Right?
Yeah. Or any form of self-governed coalescence. Right?
What?
Things group.
I don't know if self-governance is permitted with this. It might be a little,
So let me get this straight. You're still trying to figure this out, even though the therapist and the counselor left 3 hours ago, and we are still being paid by the hour.
We're charged.
Or paying.
Are you being paid by the hour?
I mean,
being paid by the hour?
Holly.
I don't say anything.
Holly.
Okay.
Hi, Shrub. I'm not being paid. Why would I be being paid to be here? That makes no sense.
Holly, I think you're trying to psych me out. And as my new Lord and Savior, Strunken White, says, do not break sentences in two. You will not break me. I have my gospel. This gospel is giving me strength.
I feel like you just broke that sentence into two.
You did.
So you just broke it.
Right, because if one sentence is supposed to represent one thought, you use about 4 sentences to represent one thought.
But no, multiple sentences can represent one thought.
You have forsaken him.
Not every sentence, not every thought can be encapsulated by a single... Guys! I'm going to be by myself for a little while in the living room. All right, Strunk, come on, give me strength, buddy. What can you tell me? The titles of literary works, scholarly usage prefers italics with capitalized initials. The usage of editors and publishers varies, some using italics with capitalized initials, others using Roman with capitalized initials, and with or without quotation marks. Use italics indicated in manuscript by underscoring, except in writing for a periodical that follows a different practice. Omit initial A or the from titles. Omit initial A or the titles. Omit initial A or the. I'm back.
Really getting into people's minds like that.
Shrub.
I'm back.
Yeah.
And I want to say that I feel like you did not give me the proper respect. You did not use my proper title. And you did not omit the article when referring to me, thus placing a possessive form on top of me unnecessarily. Unnecessarily.
Are you Reverend Shrub now?
I am not ordained in the Church of Strunken White, but if that's a thing, I'm sure I would like to be.
Are you Admiral Shrub?
Now, I'm not a warlike man anymore, okay? That was a very brief period in my life, primarily for the GI Bill.
Are you secret admirer, Shrub?
Okay. Write in a way that comes naturally. And I feel like both of you are putting on a lot of airs, and neither of you are particularly being yourselves.
But also, writing does not come naturally, so I don't do it.
Okay, it's a lesson, Gary. It's a lesson.
I do love the metaphysical.
Oh, wait. It's Madame Shrub.
Okay, this place is for posers.
The cardboard rocket ship / fort is for posers.
Yeah, the cardboard rocket ship / ship is for posers who are too cool for the kitchen.
It's over.
No, this is
Gwen,
just
I
like
don't
the
respect
second
your opinion.
act in the rom-com.
Oh, Shrub, did you get hit in the eye?
No, I'm upset. I'm upset. I want to listen to what's happening. I want to listen to what's happening.
You want to listen to this painful story?
Yeah, kind of, because I've been just spending time with myself.
Well, that makes sense.
You can't just take the story and make a movie out of it because Fitz should.
Yeah, we've already copywritten my life story.
You can't copyright a life story.
We copywritten my life story, trademark, patent pending.
I'm going to see what Strunken White have to say about this.
Fitz, it's your story to tell, but I think you should tell it.
So, Fitz, are you gonna tell her that you don't care that she gave up the baby and that you're what? Oh, sorry, it's his story. It's his story to tell.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you said that. Okay. I understand now. I'm just too excited.
I know. You should be. This is a great story.
I'm gonna make sure that it's good. I think it solves a lot of problems giving up the child because it's not ours. It never was really ours.
Right.
You know, it was just some now dead ladies.
Why are you holding a book in our face?
Well, because I found flammable and Gwen and I were talking about it.
Shrub, focus.
Okay.
Flammable
Like
is one of my
flammable
favorite
versus
words.
inflammable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that word.
Whenever you have your angry person, it gets flammable.
Yes. Oh my God, the bad person's so flammable. Everything else is flammable. Anything's flammable if you try hard enough.
Yeah, everything can burn.
Not strunk. Baby white.
I haven't met them.
Me either.
If she's dating someone else, it's over.
No,
we talked about the
act of the
polyamory
rom-com.
and the potential for it to be sort of like worked into a situation.
She expressed any interest in polyamory?
I mean, I've been in space, so I don't know if she's, changed her ways. She's obviously, dating now someone else, but we had a child together.
If Fitz is an astronaut, why would she date this other Earth guy?
Exactly. And I'm a damn fine astronaut. If it weren't for mission control, we'd all be home alive right now and not dying up in this goddamn spaceship.
Are we dying?
Thinking about eating lilac.
Yeah, I said I'd go first.
Oh, Lilac, you're so sweet.
I mean, I've got enough meat on my bones. You guys might last long enough for them to save you.
Well, if Lilac dies, then I die. That is the rule.
Oh, okay. That doubles our food source right there.
Rose, you were so sweet.
Thank you for your.
Of course.
Thank you for your sacrifice.
I would just go crazy without you anyway, Lilac.
I would go crazy without you as well.
Oh my gosh.
So we have to kill you simultaneously then, so that one of you doesn't go crazy.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yes, that is so sweet.
Isn't that cute?
Oh my gosh. You know what? She totally wants to be in a polyamorous relationship with you. I just feel it in my heart.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of read between the lines of what she said. And, like,
there's subtext.
Can I bring my boyfriend ...
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that
Let's
says
open
all.
that up to another page of the Elements of Style and have a read.
Absolutely. I want to say that Fitz, I'm on your side. Astronauts beat.
It's Fitzroy.
Fitzroy, my apologies. Astronauts beat Earth people.
Yes.
Fitz, can you think about?
It's Fitzroy.
Yes, my apologies. Fitzroy, could you please think about what is bothering you as I flip through the Elements of Style and just tell me to stop when you want me to stop?
Oh, it's like the
stop.
game.
Okay. Elementary principles of composition. Choose a suitable design and hold to it. A basic structural design underlies every kind of writing.
You see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. When two people are in a relationship on Earth, and then one of them goes in, they have a baby that they took from a third party, and then one of them goes into space, the other one puts the baby up for adoption and gets a boyfriend, and then when we return, wants to meet at a cafe with her new boyfriend. That's a split from the original stylistic composition.
Structure, yeah.
That's
there was a clear narrative story
it's
that was
clearly what's going to happen is the polyamory thing is going to work, obviously. Yeah. That's where
cafe is too much of a romantic place.
Yes.
Make the paragraph the unit of composition. And what is a paragraph but multiple sentences?
It's a sentence of people being sentenced to be together.
Exactly. Gwen just can't argue with logic.
Gwen just can't argue at all.
Guys,
because it's in the book.
We're told this is a kitchen, right? But is there any food in here?
I destroyed everything.
Yeah, Rose just destroyed it.
I had to let the bad person out for like 10 minutes, and it's just all. I mean, there's some like I think there's like a loaf of bread left.
Okay.
Wait, you destroyed all of the food?
Yes.
We're gonna have to eat someone.
Fitzroy, we're not stuck here. Fitzroy, we can leave whenever we want, Fitzroy. I'm trying to say it so I don't forget
spaceship.
The therapist.
Just because you're going space mad doesn't mean
we're on Earth. There are windows in this place.
There are windows in space.
Oh,
that's fair.
Well, I wouldn't know. I've never been to space.
You're in space right now.
I don't think so.
Look out that window right behind you. Look how black it is out there.
Yeah, that's because it's nighttime.
That's space out there.
There's a tree right outside the window.
Space tree.
In space.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I really don't know space clearly.
Hey, Shrub.
Yeah.
I have a phone for you.
You know those make.
But therapy's about getting over it, right? We're supposed to get over our stuff in therapy.
Right now, I'm spending time with Strunk and White, and maybe next week I'll be ready for a phone.
I'm still confused about what's Strunk and what right. But
one of them wrote Charlotte's Web, and the other didn't.
Oh.
It's an oracle, clearly.
Yes.
Shrub, can your book tell me if I should stay working at Barnes and Noble or if I should go after my dream of starting an Etsy?
It can. Think about what is troubling you, Fitzroy. You're not Fitzroy. I'm sorry. I just repeated it so much. Tell me.
I'm going to think with you, Rose.
Oh, yes.
Tell me when to
Twice
stop.
the power.
Okay. I don't pretend to know this, but she might get in the way. Just tell me when to stop.
No, Lilac would never get in the way, but thank you, Lilac. Stop.
Okay, thank you. Omit needless words. Vigorous writing is concise. A sentence should contain no unnecessary words. A paragraph, no unnecessary sentences. For the same reason that a drawing should have no unnecessary lines, and a machine.
Oh my God, I work in a place that's full of words. Obviously, I need to omit it. I am quitting now.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
You're in the middle of a pay period?
Yeah.
You should just text them. Everything's done by text now.
That's our relationship, Lilac.
I'm gonna
make sure
I want
to
to
omit
leave
some words from your text though.
I feel like I'm gonna leave. I just am gonna wait until I get an idea of whether I want to go back to the living room or whether I want to try and find someone or go to the rocket ship.
I'm just going to write quit and really it's going to be super concise.
Can you do that?
And do a little cartwheeler.
Yes. The little cartwheel emoji. Yes, that is exactly what I'm going to send. Okay. Let me just.
Hey, Holly.
Hey, has anybody seen any actual food in here? Like
I destroyed it all.
We're about to
destroyed it all.
We're about to kill and eat Rose and Lilac. It'll be.
I'm just gonna go to the living room.
It'll.
Hey, Shrub.
Hey, Gary. Hey, Gwen.
I'm sorry what I said earlier.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I might just sit quietly for a bit.
Okay. Yeah, this has been kind of the quiet room.
What were we saying? I can't remember stuff. You know?
You were talking about how you don't think you're going to find someone.
I was saying it becomes less likely when you get old.
I mean, other people are getting old right alongside you, Gwen.
Yes, but it's like parking at the mall. If you didn't get there early, what's left is either in the handicap zone or really distant.
I hope not.
I hope not too, but that's
because there's got to be, if it happened to you, surely it happened to other people who are just as good as you.
Yeah.
And you're good enough, Gwen. Before you look down and to your right and just think, well, I don't want anybody who's as bad as I am because I saw that. You're good enough.
This feels... I feel like I'm intruding. The vibes are really weird in here.
No, you're fine. Like, if you just want to sit quietly, we know you're here.
If you want to say something, it's fine. I'm past whatever. I can't.
I'm sorry if I was too forceful, Gwen.
No, I think that's very insightful. Thank you for sharing it.
Yeah.
I think I might put the Strunk and White up.
Okay. He's got half that thing memorized anyway.
Not a big book.
It's not a big book.
But yeah, you know. So I don't know. Where do you go from here? You know?
Yeah.
We just wait for everything to open up again and put one foot in front of the other, and that's what your life's going to be.
Yep. Just keep walking until the end, I guess.
Yeah, you got to enjoy it. It's going to be dead a long time. You got to enjoy being here. A mistake if you don't.
If you don't enjoy life?
Yeah.
I think that you're allowed to. I think that everybody deserves a chance to waste a good portion of their life just enjoying it.
Sure, and I don't think that's a waste.
Right, the way other people look at it, you could have done this, you could have done that, but what if you're just enjoying your life?
I'm giving a flying fuck about what other people think.
Guys,
what?
Why are we still here 3 hours after everybody else left?
Oh, probably because we didn't leave ourselves.
Do you think maybe we should just face the world? Do you think it's time to go?
I don't want to, but I'm willing to if you guys are, I guess.
Do
you want to get like a coffee?
Yeah.
Coffee makes me anxious, but I'm happy to sit in a coffee shop.
Okay. You know what, guys? Let's go.
Okay. Let's go. Jesus Christ.